and they have Winnipeg, who's the best offensive club in the CFL, only at 109 yards offense. That's good defense.
What do you look for in the second half from the Toronto Argonauts offensively?
I don't think they should change their game plan a bit. Holloway's getting time to throw the football. Let him throw it, and he's got the receivers now that can go deep. If he can get him one-on-one, he can score some more.
Bob Obilovich has to be concerned with the penalties that hurt his team during the first half of this game. Chris Woods, as we showed you, had a touchdown wiped out by a holding call, and then Woods had a big punt return of 63 yards wiped out by a couple of penalties. And those two plays alone could have made quite a difference in this ball game. John Hufnagel, the veteran quarterback who celebrated his 35th birthday a couple of weeks ago, in his 14th year of pro football after graduating from Penn State. Cedric Minter on the kickoff return. He is upset at the 31-yard line by James West. West is making his presence felt this afternoon more than we have seen from the middle linebacker in the past couple of games.
Well, you know, they've been having trouble, as you say, injuries. Arba Bacher's been out of there. That puts even more pressure on that Winnipeg linebacking core. And James West is a pressure player. He's going to come up when he need him the most, and they need him right now.
1st and 10, Toronto. The Argos at the 31-yard line. Holloway's pass is complete up to the 40-yard line to Paul Pearson. Darrell Patterson came across to make the tackle, but it appears that Patterson is hurt again.
That could still be from that other injury. You know, you get hit like that, those players are tough. They'll come back and play, but, you know, they play with that pain the rest of the game, and then they just hang in there and go. So he knows they don't have too many players left. He's going to play.
It's a gain of 9, 2nd and 1, and Cedric Minter gets the first down. Stopped again by Darrell Patterson with help from James West.
Well, we saw Patterson get up limping awful slow getting back to the huddle, but it was time to make the play. Him and West showed up again, so they know what's required of them.
First and 10 for the Argos. They are at their own 41.5. All sorts of time for Holloway. Finally has to dump it off to Bob Bronk, and Bronk gets out to the 50-yard line. But Holloway had plenty of time but couldn't find an open man downfield.
That was designed to be a quick throw. The best way of knowing. Watch Tyrone Jones and watch right here. They cut the legs out from under him. That means the quarterback wants to throw the ball quick. Here they come in now. Cut him down. Get those arms down. Know where to throw the ball. He's very fortunate to find somebody to give it to. Turned out to be a heck of a game.
Bronk picks up 9. Cedric Minter gets the first down. A penalty flag. I think it'll be a face mask call against Winnipeg.
Not much doubt about it. That was a heck of a move by Minter. Delbert Fowler looked like he was going to nail him in the backfield, and Minter jumped sideways on him, and he was gone.
But with the penalty tacked on against the Blue Bombers, that takes the ball to the Winnipeg 39.
Major foul, face mask, Winnipeg number 76, first down.
Darrell Patterson was guilty of the face mask violation, and it's 1st and 10 at the 39.
Well, that was a great move. He just jumped outside of Fowler, and there you see the face mask. Darrell Patterson had a hold of it.
Again, that screen, this time to Cedric Minter, and he'll get about 7.
That's always been one of Conridge's favorite plays. He just kind of comes out of there, jumps up in the air, and dumps that screen pass inside. Gets him about 7 yards. That screen pass does a couple things. Gain yards, and again, it slows that rush down. And they've got to slow those linebackers down from getting in his face.
2nd and 3. Penalty flag, and Holloway is dropped for a loss by Bob Molly. And almost certainly a holding call as well against the Toronto Argonauts.
You know, we always show you a linebacker coming free. Watch the game. He'll come here. Now watch James West, and he's going to get hit really good by Willie Thomas. This is the way you pick up a blitz. Watch. Bang. That'll straighten him right up, and that gives Holloway a chance. The pressure came from the outside, but that's a good job of picking up a stunt.
What formation did he call it? He wanted out the ball.
That takes the ball back to the 40-yard line. Third down, Toronto, as they line up in field goal formation. Lance Chomick will attempt this three-pointer from the 47-yard line. It's good. So with 11:40 remaining in this third quarter, the Toronto Argonauts on that Lance Chomick 47-yard field goal increase their advantage to 4 points. Home battle, Winnipeg and Toronto this weekend and next, and the Hamilton Tiger Cats and the Edmonton Eskimos have an interesting home-and-home series coming up. I'm not sure really where that pass was intended. It appeared to fall somewhere between Sean Kehoe and Jeff Boyd.
I think he was throwing to Kehoe and just threw it too high. Kehoe had no chance of catching that football.
Huffnagel 10 for 17 for 99 yards. Second and 10. The ball is at the 35. 11:22. The time remaining in quarter three. Toronto leading Winnipeg 13-9. Huffnagel for Jeff Boyd. He makes the catch and is stopped at the 50-yard line.
Boy, Huffnagel had some pressure. That pocket started to collapse around him, and just at the last minute he saw Boyd. Boyd tried to run with it, be happy getting the first down.
Rodney Harding was the man coming from behind on quarterback John Huffnagel just as he released the football. First and 10 from the 51 to the sidelines. Jeff Boyd. He gets away from the first man, cuts back into the middle, and it is Don Moen who brings him down. Marcellus Green is the man that Jeff Boyd got away from. He has the ability to run with the football after catching it. Of course, his first reception as a Blue Bomber in this 1986 season went for that 80-yard touchdown against the Montreal Alouettes last week.
They got two excellent receivers. James Murphy's excellent when he gets the ball in his hands. They have him back on kickoff returns. You get Boyd and him, and they get in open field. They're awful tough to stop.
Randy Faby into the ball game, replacing Joe Poplawski at the slot back position. First and 10 Winnipeg. They are at the Argo 48-yard line. Huffnagel loses the football, and the Argos have it. David Marshall comes up with the ball. It was Don Moen who stripped John Huffnagel as he was trying to go deep to James Murphy.
Well, they put the pressure on in a hurry. Gary Moulton, 72, came on a blitz from the outside, and he ate up the block, and then Moen come around, just took it out of his hands. That pocket, watch coming from the back, just as he's getting ready to throw. Moen is there. Boy, Gary Moulton came on a heck of a rush, almost got Huffnagel before he got set up.
So the Argos take over at the Winnipeg 51-yard line. First and 10 with that recovery by Marshall. The Argos in that short punt formation. The screen to Bob Bronk. And Bronk gets the first down to the Winnipeg 40-yard line, stopped by Roy Bennett. Bob Bronk, a Winnipeg product who attended Queen's University, has been effective on that screen pass.
Watch James West right here. He cuts down the blockers. James West figures if I go there, one man knocks me down, the other one makes a block. I clean him out, somebody makes the tackle. That's good defense.
Complete to Mike Soroshka. He'll pick up about 4 yards before being stopped by Scott Flagel. Soroshka has replaced Chris Woods at that wideout position. Woods was shaken up earlier, you might recall, when he was hit out of bounds as he was reaching for a pass by Benny Thompson.
Those Edmonton, BC games have been very, very physical football games. We're getting another one today. You know, when you get down to the playoff time coming close, those games get just a little tougher. The hitting gets a little harder.
Second down, pass to Cedric Minner. He'll be stopped short of the first down by Darrell Patterson. So with 8:08 left in the third quarter, another field goal attempt with Lance Chomick. 13-9, the Argos lead the Bombers. And this attempt will come from 39 yards out. So far, Chomick has been good on both field goal tries, while Trevor Kennard of Winnipeg has missed his 2 field goal attempts. Chomick trying to make it 3 for 3. It hits the upright. It goes through. It hit the upright and went through. And the Argos will lead it by 7. 7:40 is the time the ball will hit those posts, and this kick by Lance Chomick deflects off the upright, over the crossbar, into the end zone. 3 points for Lance Chomick. 3 for 3 in the field goal department. Had the ball come back into the field of play, it would have been whistled dead immediately, of course, but it crossed the crossbar, and it's a 16-9 game as James Sykes lugs it out to the 42-yard line. A gain of 7, stopped by Gary Moten.
It's been a long time since I've seen the Winnipeg offense stop as often as it has been today. I think it's a tribute to the Toronto defense. They have played an outstanding first half anyway. They can continue it. They're in the lead by 7.
Second and 3, Winnipeg. Hufnagel completing the pass for a first down to Perry Tuttle. He was knocked out of bounds by Marcellus Green. Hufnagel is getting a lot of pressure. He hasn't had much time to throw.
Get his arms down because they're getting a halfback blitz outside. Here comes Cliff Hewitt in. Hufnagel went right to him. He knew how much time he had. He got rid of it. And finally, they blocked Bayless. That's the first time we've seen him on the ground today.
Chris Walby dumped Bayless on his back. First and 10, Winnipeg. The Blue Bombers at their own 46. They trail 16-9. Hufnagel throwing deep for Perry Tuttle. Incomplete. He was battling with Cliff Hewitt, and the Argonaut defender knocked it away.
Just like our old 08
Yeah, that was really my fault. During the game, I've been going outside the guy. Yeah.
Just do that on fire now, though.
Right.
Holloway and Coach Bob Obilovich discussing strategy the next time the Argos get the football. Right now, the Blue Bombers have it. Second and 10 from the 46-yard line. First down to Perry Tuttle. He's forced out of bounds. They rule he stepped out at the 45 of Toronto.
Perry Tuttle might be a slot back, but when you're lined up that wide, it's almost like being a wide receiver. Just down, break to the sideline, makes a catch. Boyd tries to make a block to get him outside, but he steps out of bounds. But the big thing, they converted the second down situation, and that's what they've got to do, and move it down for points.
Faby comes into the ball game. Perry Tuttle comes out. He came into the game needing 50 yards to become Winnipeg's second 1,000-yard receiver this year. They tried to throw inside to Randy Faby. It's incomplete. It will be second and 10.
They've tried to throw that pattern a couple times today. One time they hit Poplowski. He fumbled it. This time they had a little trouble getting it in. You catch that ball inside, you attract the crowd. They were blitzing, so those halfbacks are going to be up a little bit closer on the receivers anyway. It makes it a difficult throw.
Faby is out. Perry Tuttle is back in. Second and 10, Winnipeg from the 45. 5:32 is the time left in the third quarter. Hufnagel with all sorts of time. Finally dumps it off to James Sykes, but Sykes will lose on the play. Hufnagel was attempting to go deep, but the Argos did a good job of defending against Murphy, Boyd, and Tuttle.
That would have been a quarterback sack. The defenders had him covered. He's looking for Jeff Boyd downfield. Now he'll turn. Kehoe's going down the middle, but he is covered also, and now it's survival time. He gets away from Seal. And who's there but Jones, and he gets the ball to Sykes, but they lose a yard on it, but it's better than a 10-yard loss.
So on 3rd and 11, the Winnipeg punting unit is out there. Bob Cameron to Darrell Smith at the 4-yard line, and Smith dove out to the 6. Difficult field position. The Argos backed up to their own 6-yard line for their next offensive series. Prior to the game, we went into the Argo dressing room and visited with newcomer Chris Schultz, playing his first game with the Argos after spending 3 seasons with Dallas. He's a Burlington boy, and he said, "Nice to see you, Mr. Lancaster. I really enjoyed watching you as I was growing up." And Ron, I thought you had one of the best retorts I've heard in a long time. You said, "Boy, I must have played a long time because you sure are big."
I'll tell you, he is big. Boy, when he stood up all that thing, I mean, that's 6'8". Hey, I can't believe he was talking about how the difference in the 2 games. Says it's very difficult up here with all the movement from the linebackers, getting your reads right and blocking properly.
Cedric Minter bounces off 1 tackle, but can't get away from Bob Molly.
Well, this is a spot Winnipeg wants to shut him down on this 2nd down. Force Olisic to punt out of the end zone against the wind. They should get good field position.
4:14 is the time left in the 3rd quarter. 2nd and 8 for the Argos. The pitch to Minter, and Minter is upset, forcing the Argos to punt. He was hit by Benny Thompson. James West was over there as well.
Boy, you talk about speed. That man, James West, show you some speed. Again, Darrell Patterson's blitz is here, but watch West see the toss. Watch how fast he will get to that area. All right, there goes 76 is gone. Now look at West. He finds that hole. He cuts inside. Bang. That's speed and recognizability, or however you want to say it, but he got there in a hurry.
Hank Olisic is kicking from the end zone. Penalty flag. No yards will be charged almost certainly against Don Moen as he wrapped up James Jefferson. It appeared he was clearly inside that 5-yard area, and that will improve Winnipeg's field position with 3:39 left in the 3rd quarter.
Well, you can't ask to start in any better position, and they knew when they went on the field, when you have them on the 4-yard line, get the ball back in 2 plays. That's all.
No yards. Toronto number 35. 1st down.
1st and 10 for Winnipeg at the Toronto 32-yard line. 16-9. The Argos lead the Blue Bombers. The Argonaut touchdown scored by Chris Woods. The Winnipeg touchdown by the man who has the ball, James Sykes. He's wrapped up by David Marshall right at the 30-yard line.
Marshall came on a blitz from his linebacker position. Looked like he was going to overrun it, and all of a sudden fell right back into the tackle.
The Bombers continue to shuttle the slot backs. Randy Faby is in. Joe Poplawski is out. 2nd and 8. Those penalties against the Argonauts don't show is that one wiped out a touchdown and the other eliminated a big punt return. Inside to Perry Tuttle. He'll get the 1st down to the 20-yard line. Albavilovich trying to figure out what adjustment he might be able to make to defend against the Blue Bombers on their 1st down play at the 20.
Just take it, raise up, and throw it. If he can get inside the man covering, it's a very quick throw, and you get the ball to the receiver's hands fast and allow him to run with it.
Poplawski comes back in. Randy Faby is out. Winnipeg 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line. Sideline pattern to Poplawski. Poplawski struggling for 1st down yardage. He gets it. Gary Parker protesting that he was hit from behind by Chris Walby, who came down trying to block for Poplawski.
That's what the argument was. Parker has a good hold on. Watch the quick throw. Now, Poplawski, instead of going out of bounds, turns inside. Now, Chris Walby comes down. Here's what they're hollering about. Watch him. Give him a shove in the back. That's what all the argument was about.
First and goal, Winnipeg. They are at the 8-yard line. Argonauts checking off at the line of scrimmage. He took too long.
They did it again. Carl Brazeley fooled him. He sat back about 8 yards and then started creeping up and got up on the line of scrimmage. And that's when you started seeing people holler and things started happening, and Huffnagel took too long on his audible. It's about 3 times today Brazeley's done that.
Time count violation, Winnipeg number 12. First down over.
1:25, the time remaining in this third quarter. 16-9, Toronto leading Winnipeg. Inside to Poplawski, touchdown.
Well, sometimes when you blitz, you know, it's a gamble. You're going to get him or he's going to get you. This time, Brazeley came on the halfback blitz, and watch how fast Poplawski gets to the open area.
So with Poplawski scoring the touchdown, the Winnipeg Blue Bombers have an opportunity to create a tie with the point after by Trevor Kennard.
Number 2 disappeared. He was blitzing. That brought Tripoli over there, but Poplawski got inside of him, and he was just strong enough to get to the end zone.
And Kennard puts it through with the score now deadlocked at 16. Joe Poplawski, who has been discussing possible retirement. He has won a couple of Shenley Awards during his career. One as the Outstanding Rookie, another as the Outstanding Canadian. Twice he has been runner-up for that Outstanding Canadian Award. And he has certainly made a major contribution to the Winnipeg Blue Bomber cause since being acquired after the Edmonton Eskimos gave him up as compensation for the signing of free agent Tommy Scott.